Alright, we are streaming.
That's what I call a real fashion faux pas. Cheerio.
What's going on? Cheerio.
Another one they did.
Oh. Well, let's get the door there, Core, if you wouldn't mind.
You guys can talk as I go listen.
Core's got the eye in the sky cam going on.
It looks really thin from the eye in the sky. It's an angle.
I think I want to be in the eye in the sky then.
We should all do sky eyes.
Oh, yeah, look at me. Probably shouldn't do this live on
Look
the
at
stream.
this. No.
Oh, yeah, look at you. You look like you're at least 28 now.
I know, I look really young. Really hip.
YouTube takes 10 years.
We don't have any time, Dangle. Let the girl go, you creeps.
Oh, that's weird. What's Paul's last name? I don't think I have him on Facebook. You have a way to get hold of Paul, Brian?
Paul Uppy. Is that it?
Yeah, his email address.
Would you email him and tell him to delete the stream we just did on there thingy?
Sure.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. So we're live now. Hello. Now's the time. The time is now.
Yep.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
I just texted him.
Home sweet home.
Just let me know when you guys are ready.
I mean, I'm ready, but I don't think they are. Bum 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 bum. You're a bum bum bum.
I'm an admin on their page. I just can't do anything with it.
Well, that's on their YouTubes.
Yeah, I'm not there. You know, we haven't had a good wrestler death in a while.
Oh yeah.
Well, there goes that idea. Hey, it's out. How close do you think we are to 849 pounds?
Geez, probably 100 under.
100 under? Think
50
so?
under?
Yeah, I guess so, probably.
Hold on, let me do some math here.
The Three Horsemen show, Big Easy T.O., and the wrestling snob, that's me, Corey, trying to decipher the 849-pound elephant in the room.
Definitely.
I'm gonna say we're
100
50
pounds. Yeah,
50 under?
probably.
Think so?
I'm going to push right at around 800.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
What are you, 260?
yeah, 255.
but
You
you always
two-
add 25
two-
pounds in wrestling, so I mean,
200,
we might, be,
210?
we might be right around there.
We're all wrestling weights, probably correct.
Yeah.
What are you, 210?
No.
200?
Nope.
That's too much?
I fucking wish. Right now, that's what I used to be.
230.
I'm about 235, 240.
So then we're only about 15, 20 under.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
So that's
not
a big
bad.
three, man.
I just came up with that weight.
While you were recording it?
No. While I was sitting here reading. I don't know who does the intro.
Oh,
But
I
anyway,
see. Kayfabe, gotta love it.
the Horsemen are here. Gentlemen, what's the good word outside of wrestling? Anything going on? Anything special? Anything,
I've got plenty going on, nothing I can really talk about.
What's
so I don't
happening?
even know what
What's-
I'm bringing it up for.
it's not Easter, but what's happening?
We got a Memorial Day next weekend?
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Next
I
weekend?
believe so.
Already?
Or weekend after, one or the other.
Holy.
Not this weekend, but the weekend after, yeah.
What's today's date?
May 17th.
May 17th,
Yeah, wasn't yesterday New Year's?
Yep.
2014. We're coming to you live.
From the past.
That's crazy.
Live.
We'll do it
From
live.
the past.
I guess it is the next weekend, isn't it? Holy shit.
Memorial Day is the last Monday in May.
Oh, man. You guys got plans for Memorial Day?
Moving.
Where to?
Temporary rental house or off Chain Rocks Road while we sell our current house and look for a new one.
We need to oil these things. Really? Look at you. Buying a new house, are you?
If we find the right one.
No.
I'm not picky, or I'm not in any hurry. I'm real picky at this point.
That's good.
I spent 13 years in a house I didn't quite love, so I'm not doing that again.
He wants a castle.
A house of horrors?
There was no whores.
All right.
I mean, depending on the... No, we won't go there. No
I
whores.
thought it was like a Dane Cook
No, there's
segment.
We don't. We have a no Dane Cook rule in the house. Actually,
That's
we do, however, allow the movie Waiting, which he was in.
a great movie.
It's a great movie. That's why we allow it.
Honey,
What-
Dane Cook, 20 minutes, pay-per-view. Let's go.
Did you really? What's his name in it?
Derek?
Derek. Did you really hit Derek? It's fucking great. I want to take you and wad you up in a little ball and shove you in my vagina.
What a movie that was.
Infinitely quotable.
Tio, anything going on?
No, not really. No. Don't think we have any plans for the holidays. Just kind of be around.
The only thing I've got coming up is I'm golfing, and that's about it. I don't have any... I guess I should get out more,
Golfing?
but I keep coming here.
Competitively?
No. Just for drinking's sake.
Golfing's fucking fun, man.
Golf is fun, especially
I haven't
if you
did it in about
drink.
2 or 3 years, but
Oh, it's a good time.
still got my clubs. I just put them in storage the other day.
Yeah? How'd that go?
Pretty easy.
All right.
They were there.
Well,
Yeah.
drop
I had to
'em-
put them in the car first and then drive them there.
drop them like it's hot. Well, wrestling-wise, what do we got here? I was running over some things we're going to talk about today. We've got a little Twitter war going on between Rip Rogers, Randy Orton, Bubba Ray, and Low Key.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck's Low Key?
He's an indie guy.
He's a guy that is a god of Norse legend, the brother of Thor, Loki.
Ah,
God of mischief. Did you ever see the movie The Mask with Jim Carrey?
Yes.
saw it.
Loki was the god that was his mask.
Was never a big fan of that movie.
It wasn't that great. It
Cameron
had Cameron
Diaz
Diaz
had
her first
long
movie.
hair. Yeah, I remember that.
She actually, that was like the only time she ever really looked good to me.
You're not alone. A lot of people think that.
Yeah, I think she's fucking hideous, but anyway.
But we've got that. We have got... What else we got? We got a bunch of guys going after Brock Lesnar, which should be a full-blown shit
Are you guys excited about
show.
that? Because totally not.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Totally not. Just for the simple fact that a fucking 3-way dance is dumb, a fatal 4-way is absolutely retarded, and whatever they're calling a 5-way is likely to be the most boring, fucking just so choreographed match ever that I don't even want to see
Spot
it.
Why not make it like a Money
Yeah.
in the Bank or a ladder? I mean, a TLC.
A mini
something.
tournament. I mean, shit, you could do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Why do you got to throw them all in there at one time?
I know. Well, we'll get to it. We'll argue it when we get
I'm
there.
so ready
you
to argue
guys,
that
you
one.
guys calm
There's
down.
only one person that can win that anyway.
Lone
My
Wolf.
God, the lone wolf.
No, it's Samoa Joe.
Whatever. Well, we'll get there. We've also got the fashion files to talk about. Tyler Breeze and Fandango are getting over. And Jinder Mahal. I just want to talk about that guy because I think it's
Cool
it's
name.
necessary. But also, hey, check us out if you're checking us out on YouTube. First off, thank you. Second off, go to Facebook.com/numeral3 Horsemen Show. Twitter.com/numeral3 Horsemen Show. I was talking to some guys about our old school show on 70s and 80s territory. I know you've been on that Facebook group.
Probably.
But,
I'm on a lot of them.
I was talking about some ideas for our second show, which is going to be Crockett versus McMahon, the war of 85 to 88.
Yes.
I'm actually very much looking forward to our second show.
As am I. I was looking through the show notes for that today, and I was like, holy shit, I don't know as much about this as I wish I did. So I'm just looking forward to hearing the story
It's fantastic.
and just trying to piece together what I remember as a kid and trying to reconcile it with the whole happenings.
Right.
That'll be pretty fun.
It'll be good. So join us when we do that. We're going to go about an hour here, so right around 2:30 we should be getting going with the old school version of the show. All right. So do you guys know who Rip Rogers is?
Yes. Didn't he used to wear a vest, too? back in the day?
Yeah, he
Like
was a
pink
jobber
vest?
wearing
Yeah.
pink blonde hair,
yeah.
brown beard.
Yep.
I don't know why I remember him so well as a kid.
He was a WWF jobber, right?
He was a WCW jobber.
Was he?
NWA WCW
Let me
jobber.
see here. Oh, my God, that's right. He had that horrible, before it was Hollywood, Hogan beard.
Oh, yeah. He was a
Yeah.
territory guy for a long time. But I don't know if you saw what he did on... Did you guys see what he did on Twitter?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm familiar.
Oh, T.O. is familiar. He's always familiar.
Yep.
He knows what he's talking about.
So, T.O., have you got the tweet pulled up?
I have Orton's response, so I don't have the original. I've
I
got
do.
the rest of it. So you start it. I'll be able to finish it because it's some funny shit.
Let me do the original.
Do it.
Every indie match now, handshake, drawn out move exchange. This is awesome chant. Strike exchange, dive. No sell in indie, strong style. Another dive, more strikes, no sells, dive, flippy floppy sequence, dive. Hit everyone with each other's finisher, and then Humpty Dumpty we all fall down. Fight forever chant. Rinse and repeat until every move is useless and means nothing. Dive. Take an unsafe shot that looks like shit and hurts like hell, then roll up finish. Handshake and hug after the match. Everyone's hands raised. All these guys chant. Go home and type on social media thanking your opponents and the company for the match and telling others they should book these guys. Dive. I love that, actually. It's fucking funny.
It's true though, because that's the only type of match that you listen to podcasts or you read reviews after a pay-per-view.
Everybody's trying
That's
super
what-
hard to get everybody over.
That's what the indie marks want. That's how they would describe their perfect match, and they'd do their "this is awesome" chants and all that bullshit.
This
Agreed.
is awesome.
Well, Vince is famous for saying too much of that flippy shit. And that's what they don't want. But I'll be honest, I've never been to an indie wrestling show. Obviously, YouTube is flooded with indie.
You ever been to a
promotions.
KC show? I mean, that kind of counts.
KC?
That's a Columbus.
Casey Hall.
No, I haven't.
Have you?
No.
Me neither. I was gonna say.
You ever been to midget wrestling or anything fun like that?
Afraid of midgets.
I
so
remember-
no.
Yeah, you're definitely afraid of those.
I remember T.O. showed, we work out of, we're across the river in Illinois, on the Illinois side of St. Louis.
Not East St. Louis, not to be confused.
And yeah,
East of St. Louis.
right there. Yeah, we're right in East St. Louis. If you looked at a map, there
Coming to
we
you
are,
live.
from the east
We're going to say
side.
northeast.
T.O. one time showed me these guys wrestling in a barn, I think it was.
Sure, that sounds fun.
It's a backyard.
And where was it at? Cottage Hills?
Cottage Hills.
Dude, they had a whole league out in College Hills for a good long
Yeah,
while.
they
Didn't they?
did.
Oh,
They still do, and they're the worst characters and the most janky shit. If you guys listen,
That's a
keep
bummer.
listening because I'm not trying to rip on you, but your shit sucks. I mean, it's fucking terrible.
hey.
Oh, come on.
The local newspaper did an article on it, and
Cutting a promo now.
he did. The guy cut a promo in the newspaper. I was like, dude, you don't need to be in character when you're talking to Billy Goldtooth from the Alton Telegraph.
I know Billy.
Yeah. Oh man, it was something else. But they like have 7 people with folding chairs sitting around, and they all kind of copy each other. It's pretty funny stuff. If they were going for comedic value, they'd have something,
It might be.
but
Question mark?
they're not. No.
I want to go down there and like challenge your champion.
Let me see.
We should make a costume up for me, and I'll go down there and fucking impromptu run in,
Oh.
Money in the Bank style, take their belt and run.
What was the Billy Madison wrestler?
Oh, the Great Blob or whatever.
Blob?
Fuck you, man.
No, you were the one that wanted the cape.
I
and
said
the
nothing about a
mask.
cape. I said costume. There was no mask or cape,
Well,
bitch. And you're over there coming up with ideas in your head. Fuck, we can get some purple silk. Shit, I don't know.
Forgive me for remembering a great character in wrestling movie history.
Oh,
the
sure, sure.
Revolting Blob.
The Revolting Blob. That's it.
Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance.
Oh yeah,
CHWA.
Chowa, as we like to call it.
They're an alliance, huh? Who's involved in the alliance?
This is
The Greater Wood River Wrestling Club.
This is Monday Night Assault Part 7.
Monday Night Assault Part 7.
Let's not
The sad
bury
thing
these
is,
little guys.
They have
Come on.
412 subscribers.
They do better than we do.
Way better.
Who are we to make fun of them?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, but they have matches.
They got a real ring. It's my bathtub's bigger, but
It's in the front yard. Can you imagine?
what's this neighborhood look like?
I
Oh,
don't-
nice moonsault though.
Backflip. Can you imagine? You're just kind of like, out just having some people in town.
Can you
and
imagine
all of a
moving into that
sudden,
neighborhood?
You just have a fucking wrestling match break out with a ring in the front yard across the street from you.
Can you imagine? You got entrance
Yes.
themes. You got pyro, which is a little more than some fireworks brought right across the river.
Some sparklers.
Oh,
Some 45-year-old bitch, in a fucking crop top running around.
this guy's a fan friendly guy. He shook 7.
We should go to
hands.
this.
Should we?
Why not?
Well, after we just
get some
completely
signs.
douse them with gasoline.
Maybe we'll get followers.
I didn't. I said we shouldn't. I'm going to hold back judgment, man. This doesn't look that bad, other than the tiny ring, the janky costumes,
I tell you what,
skinny guys.
Tell you, this guy has real tights on though. I mean, I will say that.
You can get
Well,
those.
You can make those, yeah.
Fast forward to the action, man.
This is the CHWA. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there,
They're getting some big time
tune in.
promo from us right now.
Yeah, they're paying for this. Don't let them kid you.
Are they?
Belly to back. He's trying to belly to back. Oh, a reversal. Gets him in a hammer lock. Oh, yeah. And the match moves on. It goes to the commercial break.
Well, let's move on.
These
from
guys were
this.
definitely athletes.
Whoa, look at
in
this ring they've
college.
built. This is not your standard ring.
No, it's really small.
This looks like they built it out of PVC and some other shit.
I think it's a waterbed.
That's typically what it turns into.
So, anyway.
So anyway,
It's a 4x4 ring post.
so most people hear indie wrestling and they usually think of that. No joke.
That's bad, man, because there's a lot of good indie wrestling out there. In fact, for the majority of fucking wrestling, it's all been more or less indie. I mean, you could be the NWA, and that's not indie. then.
Wow, I am so wrong. Technically, I have been to an indie show. The group out of Belleville that Larry Matizek had his hand in. They
there
were
you
at the
go.
casino when I worked there. And it wasn't, they had some guys that could still work. I mean, they had guys that did jobs on WCW TV 20 years ago.
Still, that's somebody.
But still, I mean, my God.
Out of nowhere.
Somebody get RKO?
Yeah,
Are you
it
guys
was-
still watching?
I just happened to look over, and this guy's bouncing on a high dive, and Randy Orton out of nowhere with an RKO fucking takes the guy out, and he like belly flops. It was horrible.
man.
I think it was the Olympics. I must
Yeah.
have missed that on TV.
But the fact that Orton got in, I mean, like, Orton's kind of a dick.
What's his retort or addition to this whole thing?
Just
So-
making fun of him for the dive thing. The dive is the joke.
So he got
There's
in,
a T-shirt now you can get too.
he got into it with one of the Dudleys, I mean, I don't know of anyone that's
I know,
ever
I
said
can't
a
tell him
nice
apart
thing
either.
about that jack off.
Did you see him put the picture of the fat guy diving into the kiddie pool after it? He goes,
Orton?
he said, there's a difference between an athlete doing it in a WWE ring and an out of shape vet doing it in front of 600 people at a KC hall.
He's not wrong.
So at the end of it, Orton sends this out. I
Oh, the
really need
This is the no-fly zone.
I really need to issue an apology. Sorry to the indie marks, indie guys, and old timers who do dives that took offense.
Did we just lose our YouTube feed?
Be right
No, it's
back.
just our TVs are all screwed up.
No, okay.
Just having a
I'll fix
good
that.
time over a few drinks in Denmark, closing the SmackDown Live tour, while beating Raw and making over $5 million in the last 11 shows. Now I know to some that doesn't equate to a standing room only crowd of 150 people paying $8 and an armory somewhere. But in the big boy world, that's called putting asses in seats. So enjoy your flips, dives, and 20 super kicks per match. To each their own. I will go dive back into my 13th title run and get ready to flip when my bank statement comes in this month. Headlock.
Your white meat baby face in 2017, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
That's the
Yeah.
best way to get over as a heel as you can, because all the fans are. I mean, like, you look at all the fan favorites right now, they're all indie guys.
Oh my God, he's got an Olympic diver
Have
that he
you seen
runs
it?
out and RKO's to get into the water.
No dives, man.
That's
He's
awesome.
brutal. Did you see the no-fly zone
Yeah.
picture he took? Ah,
I like the no diving T-shirt that's got a picture of a wrestling ring and a diver just smoking the floor with a thing around it.
and he got low key got involved, and I don't know that. I mean, well, at least he's getting his name out there. I don't know that I've ever seen a match by the guy.
Yeah,
I think
me
he did some TNA stuff, and he might have had a cup of coffee with the WWE years ago.
Did he ever do any HLA? You guys remember HLA? It was all the rage a while back.
Headlock Association? I don't know.
No, hot lesbian action.
Oh,
Remember that? They had that on
I
Raw.
forgot about that. HLA.
Puppies.
Oh boy.
That was the good-
PMS, Pretty Mean Sisters.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Shit, man, it's been too long.
Who was that? That was Terry
Jacqueline?
Runnels, Jackie, and Ivory.
Ryan Shamrock was in it for a little bit, too.
What?
Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Sorta.
Yep.
Never heard of us, but kind of a friend.
Well,
I mean, one way, 3 or 4 down the line.
she's heard of something.
What do you guys think about that, though? Because, I mean, it kind of goes into there not being territories anymore. But all the guys that are in WWE right now, like, who's the biggest, Strowman homegrown, Roman Reigns homegrown, these guys that came from FCW? There's not many guys on that roster that they created.
Not
that
anymore.
They trained and built all the way up.
Can't think of Fandango's name.
Curtis, Johnny Curtis, I think is his name. Or
I know
something
it's
like that.
Johnny.
Yeah, I think it's Johnny Curtis.
Who else? Who is their big homegrown guy?
It's Strowman and Reigns.
Wow. What's that tell you?
Ambrose did something before.
I'd like to arm
Tyler
roast
Black.
He did all
roast
that
Strowman.
CZW bullshit.
Yeah, Tyler Black did the bedroom wrestling or whatever he did.
Jeez, still on that. We can't get him off of meatyhunkwrestling.com.
Meaty
or whatever
hunk.
the fuck he's
Hunky
on.
meat wrestling.
Meat Rocket 8.
But then like Nakamura. I mean, like that's the style these guys love. That's what the fans love.
AJ Styles has been down working for FCW since what, 1999?
No, that was TNA.
In their eyes.
Yeah, no shit.
Rewrite history, why don't you? Huh?
But I mean, like Charlotte Flair. I mean, like she went to that program and straight through.
Most guys, I mean, everybody now is going to come through that. Is going to come through NXT.
Yes, but some of them still do the independent stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm curious if they give guys preferential treatment that are ones that start there and do everything there instead of coming from somewhere else.
There's guys you have to teach less, but it's all about, dude, they're learning camera angles, where to do spots in the corner.
Oh no, I get that. I'm just saying, like, I wonder if they take more, like a Braun Strowman. Yeah, he has the size and everything, but that guy's never wrestled anywhere else other than something WWE owned. It's no different than we have to have Triple H beat Sting because Sting was WCW and WWE has to prevail.
Right.
There's the indie stench on these other guys, and there's not on Strowman and Reigns. And you go through, and it's going to
The indie
continue on
stench.
throughout.
I like that.
As the future comes, there's going to be more and more guys that have only been with the WWE and their training.
Do you consider ROH indie still?
Yeah.
Anybody that's not the big two, so to speak, of which there are one.
Anytime you don't, there isn't anybody else.
That's what I'm saying. The big two, of which there are one.
Yeah. There's no big two. There's one.
It was like I saw that. I mean, like Roderick Strong just left Ring of Honor, and he
Right.
was like the big thing in Ring of Honor. Had no idea what he looked like, who he was, or anything. I was shocked how small he was. I was expecting this huge badass, and he's like Colt Cabana.
More like Roderick Weak.
The guys just don't get signed anymore.
I thought that was funny.
I mean, unless you're a giant, you're pretty much shit out of luck.
Yeah.
To think Baron Corbin, yes,
The wolf.
the wolf, the lone wolf.
Woof.
By the way, on the fashion files, they're like, he's got 3 shirts.
All of them.
Wolves.
Oh,
I was dying.
It's pretty funny.
They're listening to our show,
who are?
WWE.
Oh, for sure.
No doubt about it.
Oh,
Stealing our material.
oh, gangbusters is what they are. No, but
Like,
but going back,
Laurel and Hardy?
sure,
Marx Brothers?
sure,
It's one of those two.
yeah. What?
Gangbusters, the movie? No?
Never seen
Where
it.
that comes from?
No.
Gangbangers.
I'm going back to my phone.
Gangbangers. Are you going back to that honky meat wrestling?
Hunky meaty
thing?
wrestling.
Honky meat wrestling. I don't like it.
So going
I
back
want
to
a honky
this,
meat
though,
sandwich.
the end game here is that Orton's basically shitting on everybody who's not in WWE. Not a good look for them. No, he's shitting on all the guys that are coming in now.
That's what I was gonna ask you is how does a guy like Sami Zayn, a guy like Kevin Owens, these guys, I mean he's shitting all over what they've done for 13 years and pretty much saying fuck you, I've made bank.
And that's
for
that's what
over-
Low Key's saying. He's like, well, not everybody just automatically goes to the show because their dad is not protected for 15 years. I mean, I have no problem with Orton's style. I mean, it's old school, but it's still something.
He looks, I mean, what he does in the ring looks good. He can tell a story. He's boring as fuck.
Oh.
And there's no wrestler that's more obvious that you can see is when he's trying and not trying or when he's motivated and not motivated. This
Give you
motherfucker
that.
just
I don't know.
does-
Ziggler's pretty.
he has a reason. If he had the belt on him, at least he'd be trying to do some.
Yeah, go and steal the
charismatic
show
shit.
every night.
This guy has the belt on him right now, and this is the best promo he's done in 6 months.
I know,
And it was on Twitter,
because he doesn't give up.
and not on purpose.
Well, at what point do you need to keep trying? I mean, some of these guys, they're paycheck guys. I get it. I mean, shit gets boring. Who is that? Is that me?
I'm pretty sure it's you.
Well, you guys talk. Discuss so I can turn this off.
All you got to do is say, oh, that's your phone?
Of course it is. It's the demolition.
Oh. Yeah, one of us just happens to randomly be playing Demolition right in the middle of the show.
Yeah, that's
God, I
either
gotta hear it.
it's either your phone or one of us just playing it on YouTube right now.
Just to fuck with you. From now on, though, I'm gonna walk by and play the demo song just to mess with you.
Well, then I'll change my ringer, dickheads.
Well, then
I like that
that'll
song.
pretty well fix it.
Did you see the Forbes salaries for WWF this year?
No.
Or WWE this year.
Whoa.
This might be
Wait,
fun.
wait till you see which guys are making $60,000 a year. A lot.
You think, man? I hope not.
Forbes WWE.
Let's see it.
salaries
I remember-
That's interesting shit.
I think it was around 09, 010 they came out with them.
010?
And it was,
Well, I guess that's technically
what are
true.
they saying, 09 or whatever the fucking thing
Oh
is.
09's fine, but 10 would be better
010?
than 010. Like technically, it's okay.
I remember back in 10.
Well, you wouldn't say I remember back in 010, 2010 maybe.
I don't know. I'll never get used
You
to
got
it.
to get to the semantics of this
We
here
really need to get to the 20s.
Well,
and make it easier.
I'm having some issues getting to this.
Oh, boy. I remember they brought these out, and I don't know if you remember Lance Cade, Trevor Murdoch. They had those guys, and they showed their salaries, and it was 60 to 70 a year. No yolk, no egg either.
Okay, so here we go.
Who's the top vote getter? Cena's still making the most money.
Nope. Number one on the list.
Bullshit.
No, he's
Cockchester.
not. Brock Lesnar, $12 million.
Never mind.
Number two.
What?
12 million?
He's making $12 million.
Forbes.com. This is real. Number two, John Cena. Guess how much?
6.
$8 million.
That's just wrong.
Number three, there's a huge drop off in salary.
Trips?
Triple H. How much?
I'm cheating. I
2
see
million.
it.
$3.8 million.
Okay.
That's it.
Cheating fuck.
Yeah, thank you. You actually needed to do that.
Number four.
Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Really? I'm going to cry.
1.8.
3.5.
He's making that?
This is the one that surprised me. Number five.
That's these paydays. Nah, fuck it. What?
Dean Ambrose.
Merch.
Guess how much?
2.1. Whoa. What's Reigns making?
3.5.
2.1.
2.7.
Hmm.
AJ Styles. This surprised me too. I thought he'd be a lot lower coming in.
Now 2.1.
2.4.
Good for him.
Yep.
He earned it.
Number 7.
So did
You guys
Ambrose.
won't guess because
So
I think he wrestled in one match.
Oh, Taker.
Shane McMahon, 2.2 million. And that is character. That is not,
I was going to say, Trips has got to make shit tons more. As
yeah,
like,
this is just salary for character.
He's got all those stock options from the stock scam of
Undertaker,
99.
8th with 2 million. Tied with Seth Rollins at 2 million. And then Randy Orton, 1.9 million.
Really?
I'm surprised that all those guys make more than Orton, but I guess when it
Contract.
comes to merch.
Contract.
Yep.
I wonder what he signed for.
Oh, I bet 1.5 is guaranteed.
You know, when you talk about Orton, I always thought he was one guy when he hit his stride. I thought he could have left and gotten an organization over, or got them going at least.
I've never ever liked Orton. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't care for his
Oh, I
work.
thought
Don't care
he-
for his.
yeah.
Don't care for his promos. I don't like his ugly, stupid fucking face. Now that I'm talking about it,
I just thought
RKO's kind of cool.
when he was on 10 years ago, he was pretty good when he was going. Ever since then, going through the motions. He's had
Well,
some
it's-
times that he's been all right.
Well, and I think once he get that second strike with the drug, I think that really derailed what WWE was willing to do with him.
I can see that.
But do you think that he honestly hasn't gotten that third strike?
I mean, I don't. It almost gets to where they don't even.
I mean,
probably wouldn't even test him.
Because he's done stuff to women. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff.
Saying he's a
that's-
rapist?
No, but he's done some shit
You're
that
not
was
saying
frowned.
that.
Called that Barbie blank. What was her name? Kelly. Called
Yeah.
her a whore. He's the dick.
Yeah, I mean, he's done
Is she?
some. I think he was
I
banging.
met him. He was
I
a
think
good,
a lot of
nice
them were banging
dude,
her.
but I mean, he runs his mouth,
Yeah,
but he can.
yeah, he's a big guy.
So right now on the roster, who's the longest tenure? Is Big Show still? No, Henry.
Henry,
God,
Mean Mark Henry.
wow. He's still on the
96,
roster.
No shit.
probably 94,
95,
90.
96.
Yeah,
Man, think how far this guy's come from having a baby hand with Mae Young.
he came in. I mean, he came in right when
Sexual chocolate.
Austin and Rock came in. Before that,
Yeah.
Right around that time.
now
Dude, he had a pretty good program coming in, actually, coming off of his whole I'm an Olympic weightlifter, strongest man in the world.
I bet he's made some pretty good money.
I think the best thing he did. Remember when he did the retirement speech and then snapped and slammed Cena and all that? I thought that was really good.
It is the best thing he's ever done.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know, man. Sexual chocolate, that's pretty memorable.
Oh, sure.
It's memorable.
What's the best thing? What's the best thing Orton's done? What do you think the best? Like since we were talking about him,
Oh, the
Legend Killer.
that
angle?
was super.
He was
early.
okay when he was part of Evolution.
I really liked when he ran the feud with Hunter and he was punting everybody and
Punting
he
was okay.
RKO'd Stephanie and did all that stuff leading into the worst WrestleMania main event I've ever seen when they decided to do a heater with it was just a brutal match, WrestleMania 25. But that was the best thing I thought he had done. And his stuff's not real memorable.
Yeah.
A little
He's-
boring.
If there wouldn't have been the drug issues, the drug test stuff, do you think that they would have gave more with him, or not more? But do
Was
you
he
think?
2 strikes in, like in 06?
Yeah, I mean they were talking about letting him go from the company, almost like the Kurt
Yeah.
Angle stuff there for a while.
Yeah.
But do you think that he'd be more like Cena if he wouldn't have gotten in trouble? Do you think they would have preferred him more than Cena because of the family name and the legacy?
I don't know. You knew he was a real shithead coming into.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely not the same personalities, but it's not like John Cena's Mr. fucking personality either.
Yeah, but he was a bodybuilder. And Vince likes bodybuilders,
Yeah,
from what I've heard.
yeah.
Something like, he probably would have started his own federation of bodybuilders.
He might have even considered distributing some sort of.
Performance enhancers?
Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy talk.
No, that's a good point. That's a great point. IcoPro?
Huh?
What?
Okay.
Hulk Hogan's Python powder? That's what he gave everybody.
24 inches.
Yeah.
So anyway, have you guys watched the Fashion Files thing? I hadn't
Yes,
even
one of
seen
them.
it. My brother brought it to my attention. Shout out to my Borosov,
Yeah.
Nikolai.
Good.
It's pretty funny.
Nikolai
Yeah.
Volsmith.
I mean, those guys are actually getting over.
Well, fucking Tyler Breeze did an NXT with the selfie stick and all that.
He's just so small.
The problem is though, is these guys they actually develop characters in NXT
Yes.
and they show their characters and people. That's why they have fanfare. That's why they got. Oh, did you see so and so in NXT? He's this, he's that, and then they just show up on Raw or they just show up on SmackDown with no explanation, no reasoning, and they don't do vignettes very often. So it's just kind of like, oh, you're supposed to know who those are. Well, how many people actually watch NXT? Because I don't. I mean, I don't watch it a ton.
I used to.
I did when it was good. Yes.
Well, yeah,
but I
all the
don't
guys
now.
are in WWE
Yeah,
now.
but they didn't do anything leading into Tyler Breeze coming. You just saw some guy that was like a. I mean, like I don't even know what we would compare him to, like a Rick Martel like character that had a selfie stick.
Ricky Morton.
I mean,
he's the current. He's a good worker. He's a good hand.
I just meant the character that he's playing though. Like, I mean, they did no vignettes, they did no introduction. They didn't do it with any of those guys. Apollo Crews.
I don't know what character I would compare him to.
I mean,
Exotic Adrian Street.
what about the tag team they called up that everybody loved?
Which one?
The Gable and
They're the champs, aren't they?
no, the Usos have the belts.
Oh boy.
But those guys are great workers. Everybody, they could be one of the greatest tag teams ever. They do nothing about them. Come up, put the belts on them, take the belts off of them, and they're losing to the fucking Ascension.
Do the fucking belt hokey pokey.
I mean, it's just they don't do enough to make the characters.
Everybody bats 500.
We don't want anybody to be too big.
Don't want them getting over or anything.
We can't have another Rock situation on our hands.
On the hands.
Or Bret Hart going to the other org and making them look legit.
Oh yeah, I remember that when there was more than one.
Yeah, back.
Well, if anybody goes to this Cottage Hills Wrestling Federation, they're fucked because if these guys get a couple more workers on their hands,
Dude, you are
they're,
hardcore. against
they're
these
gonna
guys.
get a TV deal.
Gonna make it go.
What are you gonna do whenever I join that league? Become the number one.
I'm gonna make fun of you for calling it a league.
Good point. I deserve that. It's Extreme Wrestling League, man.
So
They're
what?
in an alliance too.
Douche.
So do you think these guys? I mean, will this go anywhere? Will Fandango do anything? I always actually kind of liked him.
He must have been all right. They've kept him around even when he didn't have anything. Although
Well,
they
he
keep
works-
everybody around now.
He works goofy. He doesn't even work like a real match.
Well, I
yeah, he
mean,
does, I
fuck.
guess.
Who was his first match against? Do you remember this?
Jericho.
Beat him. Went over
I
Jericho at
know.
WrestleMania. They had plans for him at one point in time.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah. Good for them. Febreze.
Fabrizi.
Febreze.
Isn't
No,
that,
what
wasn't
the-
that what their name was?
Probably
Febreze?
for a while.
Yeah.
They'll probably
Or
put
Breezango, something?
Breezango,
There
yeah.
you go.
They'll
I
put
think Febreze is better.
they'll put some chick with them though. So they'll put one of the girls that can't do shit with them,
You're right.
and that'll be their thing.
Sounds
Which-
good to me.
Which is fine because there's a lot of females in that company that can't wrestle that they should do, at least do something.
That there are, Edward. What else we got WWE wise? I saw reading through the notes that Jinder Mahal still getting his big push.
Still think he's got one of the coolest names too.
Really?
It's like half. What gender are you? Gender, which is cool, spelled differently, and then Mahal, half Taj Mahal, which
Yeah.
is pretty epic.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. I don't know if you put two and two together, but that's what
I
they did.
did. I didn't do that.
Oh, well,
So that's something.
that's something.
Yeah. That's always something to look back on.
Fucking cool name. I'm just saying. Shut up.
I think they might put the belt on him.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know. He's from Canada. I found that out that he's not from.
Doesn't matter.
He's not from where they say he's from.
Half
Can
the
you
Indian-
believe
half
that?
the Indians that used
He's
to wrestle were
not from
Canadian.
parts unknown.
I know. Half the Russians used to be Italian.
Death Valley, my ass.
Russian Canadian.
Yeah, but he's big. He is a big boy.
Mm.
Like the more you look at it, there's nobody that has a body like him in wrestling right now.
Juice to the gills.
Ain't no
I
body
can't
got
say.
a
I don't know.
body.
But he looks like it. Skinny.
What'll be the real test is when Cena comes back. What happens?
Yeah, I can't
Because
wait.
Cena won't let anybody have a body over his.
No.
I mean, he won't. You think he's gonna come back and like that someone's more cut up than he
That'd
is?
be a good South Park episode, wouldn't it? Where just Cena goes around and out exercises everybody.
Yeah.
Man, when he's gassed up, he's a big sumbitch.
Or just wait till he comes back, because every
Oh.
time he leaves and every time he comes back, it looks like a pair of like the Reebok pump shoes.
Oh,
It just looks like those fuckers are inflated. And with him, every time he comes back and he takes the shirt off, it's just like, Jesus Christ.
what's he gone for? Is he making a movie?
I think he got that second season of that shitty Fox show he had, some reality show, I think.
Oh,
He might
really?
be doing a movie too. Who knows?
I didn't know he had a show.
As long as both of them are off the TV, I'm happy.
I agree. I'm still not watching. But there was one other thing I wanted to run past you boys.
What about Al Snow getting arrested? Did you guys hear about that?
What happened with Al Snow?
I had an overdue warrant. Is that right?
Basically stemming from like a broken taillight a couple of years back.
Yeah.
And then apparently there was a typo that led to his arrest.
Jeez.
Had to spend 2 hours in prison. or
And
something?
$234 hard-earned cash to get out.
Jeez.
Now
Can
he's
you imagine he was
now he's in
walking
the big house.
He was walking in the big house and everybody just shouted, "What does everybody want?"
Bail.
Head.
Oh, not bail. I would want bail.
Either way. I mean, if you're not going to have bail, the
Jesus.
next best thing.
No, but we were talking about Lesnar making $12 million a shot. Good God. What's that mean? He's making an appearance.
I think he did.
Probably $500,000.
I think he did like 12 matches last year. He did the big 4 pay-per-views. He did 2 other pay-per-views.
So that's $1 million an appearance?
And then he did like Mexico City, Madison Square
I'm
Garden.
in the wrong business, boys.
Now that doesn't count
I
him
bet he
showing up to shows because he does
Yeah.
promos.
I
But
bet he did 24 appearances, so that's probably $500,000
Yeah.
a shot.
Still.
Woo.
on a private jet, because he takes the plane everywhere.
Blows my mind.
Is Heyman his agent? Does he do his contracts and negotiations?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he does.
That's my Jew.
That was good.
Hey, that's Lesnar's. That was Lesnar saying, "I need my Jew."
That's funny. I don't care.
Gotta
It
have
sounds like
somebody-
something they'd say Jono would say.
Got to have somebody talk.
my
for him.
brother.
They're having a 5-way match to pick the top guy
Yeah.
to wrestle him.
That means they don't know what they're gonna do.
Well, Roman Reigns, who just beat Balor on TV. That's always great for Balor. Somebody said, I remember them saying, "Boy, they're probably going to shit on Balor and he's never going to get back to where he was." Who said that?
We'll see. Oh, you don't think that's setting up?
It was the
because-
snob, wasn't it? The wrestling snob?
Yeah, the wrestling snob said it because
I think it was.
his friend.
I was on his website the other
his
day.
friend, this condescending
No
asshole that sits in
content.
here with us sometimes, just mentioned it. So it must have been the wrestling snob's friend.
Do we
the
have a s-
condescending wrestling?
Do
fan.
we have a Stump the Snob this week or no?
No. I don't want to lump you in with me, but I'm
don't-
pretty shitty.
You don't realize.
I've
what's-
given up on that.
You don't realize what's happening with Balor. He's going to be the one that
Sponsored.
challenges.
No.
Yeah, because Roman Reigns in the promo poked him in the chest and said, "You don't have a dark place. You can't take it to the places to where," and did all this stuff, and it planted the
dark
seed.
Yeah, and
for-
then he lost.
But it planted the seed for the fucking Demon King to where he's gonna come out all jazzed out, and that'll be.
Yay.
I think that's what'll happen.
I'll take a Bullet Club reunion. Who are the other guys they've got? I think they've got the Lone Wolf.
No,
Wolf.
he's on the other one, the Wolf.
It is?
Yeah,
Oh, what about Samoa Joe?
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe's in there.
Yep.
Seth Rollins is in
Yep.
there.
Miz,
We got Reigns, Balor, Joe, Rollins, and
the Miz, right?
really,
I believe so.
boy, he might win.
The only person that can win, in my opinion, is Samoa Joe. Because you can't have what's his name win. Fucking Roman Reigns. There'll be a riot.
So is
this
this
point.
happening at Backlash?
Yeah, the pay-per-view.
Oh,
in
really?
3 weeks or this week? I don't know.
Think about it this way: isn't Joe more or less the only one who can win or lose and still come out, having gained something? And Joe basically is just a guy that fights tough guys and doesn't matter if he wins or loses.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, he just doesn't look believable. People you hear in your little message boards, oh, you got to look believable to beat Lesnar. Well, do you remember when people were actually thinking Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar was a believable match?
No,
Like-
who thought that?
But like they talked about it, like that match it wouldn't look bad. Like Daniel Bryan could wrestle that style of match to where it wouldn't look bad. Lesnar being so big and him being so small, and people are starting to say that you can't have Balor be your champion, or you can't have Balor go against Lesnar because of his size. He's such a small guy, but he's not. I don't feel that he's that much smaller than Rollins. I don't feel the Miz is that much bigger than him.
We screwed this up. Rollins, Joe, Balor, Wyatt, Reigns.
Wyatt Reigns. So who was in? So Miz isn't in there, and who's the other one?
Not Miz and not the Lone Wolf.
Woof.
The Wolf didn't make it.
No.
Wolf, Butch Wolf.
Something Coyote got around him, so he attacked.
So I could see something happening to where I still think that Wyatt and Balor.
This
is
leads to
gonna be-
SummerSlam, doesn't it?
Yeah. But they're also saying that Strowman's injury is only 2 months. They're putting it out there as a 6-month injury to make it look like he's this huge badass that came back from this bad injury in 2 months. So he'll probably be ready for SummerSlam.
I can see old Samoa Joe running out of there.
Aha!
Aha. Maybe not. I don't know.
Don't really care.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to pay attention more
That's my
to see
problem.
what's going on. But it's something.
Who'll eat the pin? That's the bigger question.
Maybe Reigns if they run Strowman in to be the guy.
Keep that feud going.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. They do some funky shit. Maybe Wyatt. I don't know. Should be a good one.
Wyatt eats a lot of pins.
I'll watch that match. I think that'll be a good match all around.
Yeah, some of the guys can work if they just get the ones that can't work out of the ring.
3 guys go out,
Yeah.
take a fucking sleeper, and then
Yep.
2 guys work. Another guy goes out, another guy goes in.
Might as well be a tag match.
We'll do some good shit. We'll have some ground and pound with Joe and Reigns and Wyatt. You got Rollins and Balor to do the flying. I like that.
Yeah.
I can live with that. I'll watch it. Oh, and it's Extreme Rules. Ooh.
Yeah, there'll end up being a gimmick to that.
Beautiful. Ooh. That's the way I feel about it.
There'll end up being some type of gimmick, I bet.
WWE, where the points are made up and the rules don't matter. You guys ever watch Whose Line?
I don't.
Whose Line is the name? You never watched that?
I did, but I don't remember that part.
They used to say where the points is made up and the score doesn't matter.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Drew Carey would say it every episode.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember him saying that.
Back to the wrestling show.
I just know. I love that show.
How do you not remember that?
I don't know.
Weird.
I know.
Do you? Had to.
Anything else you guys got? I want to.
Trying to think.
Yeah, we've only gone
Still
about
think
40 minutes.
Alexa Bliss is doing really well on Raw.
I think Alundra Blaze has still got a shot.
So does Doink.
Doink.
Now that's just not fair. He was only mid card, never really been much more than that. For you to say more is to get his hopes up, even though
Tell you what,
he's technically dead.
I wish Dean Malenko and Goldust would have been a tag team.
Ooh.
Goldust turned on R-Truth.
I saw that.
Yeah. How you feel about that, E?
I don't care about R-Truth. He's a fake Jamaican.
No, that's Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, same difference.
the other one with dreads.
Don't they both have dreads? Yeah.
How many times did you vote for Trump?
You're
6 or 7.
Okay.
You're 50-50 on that one, and you went.
I
the
honestly
wrong
don't
way.
know, dude. Is Ron Killings is
Ron
one of them?
Killings.
And who's the other guy?
Farouk Ron Simmons.
No way. Farouk's still around?
No, I'm kidding.
gonna say,
Kofi
cool.
Kingston.
Oh yeah. They look just alike. Oh, God, that sounds horrible.
Wow.
That sounds horrible. It
So
does.
yeah, Nakamura and Hideo told me they're
I'm gonna
both
take that back.
wrestlers.
It just sounds
Tune
bad.
into the Wrestling Racist next week.
No shit, man.
TheWrestlingRacist.com.
Normally I give my brother the shit, but that just sounds
The
so
Wrestling
We've got
Racist
a-
Roundtable.
If we've got the Wrestling Snob, we gotta have that for that confusion.
Checking.
We could get
One guy's a super athlete.
we could
You know what
get
sucks is I'm gonna have to be the guy to build the website, thewrestlingracist.com.
Good lord.
we could get Seth Rollins' ex to come on. She could be a co-host.
No shit. The fucking Nazi.
I gotta step out and grab
It's available, believe it or not. Thewrestlingracist.com.
Big shock.
Nobody's hauling that one in. You know what I mean?
Nobody's got Trump on there giving a speech at WrestleMania or anything.
I wonder if Trump is racist.com. I mean, this is
Oh, I'm sure that exists.
it's taken.
TrumpisRacist.com?
It's taken.
Of course it's taken.
We can get TrumpisRacist.us, though.
Nah.
Who wants .us? Come on.
Yeah, weak sauce.
Psh.
Probably disperse some fake news out of that.
Also,
You know how people are these days. You got anything else you want to talk about wrestling-wise? Current wrestling-wise?
Not really.
I'm looking forward to the old school show.
As am I. Like I was saying before, I love the whole angle we're doing here, where we get the whole buildup of basically how the WWF comes to power and then takes over completely and kills everyone.
Bastards.
It's almost like a genocide.
Wow.
I mean, just
Telling
throwing
you
it out
what,
there.
you got some thoughts today, don't you?
Yeah, I got to shut this brain off.
What you been doing all day, son?
I've been stuck in the video game world,
Yo,
but I'm not going to try to tie those two together along with like a recent controversy. So we'll just leave it at that.
Did you plug your
Jew,
other show?
Jew, what?
Yo, really?
Come on, man, that's you.
Did you plug your other show?
Which one? Surreal Talk?
Surreal Talk.
Yeah,
Which one? How many you got?
Just this one and the other one. You're right.
Oh.
No, we're doing pretty good over in Surreal Talk. Hopefully, you guys remember that show we did with Benoit. Last week we did Scientology,
Oh.
which was pretty fun. There's some real wacky shit in that cult going on.
Is there?
There is.
I mean, is there?
There is. The guy who runs it, David Miscavige, he beats on
Dead.
people. He beats on people. Did you know that?
Yeah, his wife disappeared.
Yeah, she's missing. Don't ask why or where she went.
Well, Lisa Remy, or not Lisa, is it her
Lisa
name?
Remini. yeah.
Leah?
Leah
Remini.
Oh yeah, Leah.
Leah.
Lisa's
Not
close
Lisa
enough. Fuck
Rennie.
her.
Leah. Didn't she ask at a wedding and she like got her shit jumped? And,
Yeah, they like, don't you ever fucking ask about that. You
Yeah.
don't have the right.
I wonder if there's any wrestlers that are in
stupid bitch.
Scientology. I bet there are because one of their headquarters,
Wrestler.
a big headquarter, is in
Clearwater.
Florida.
Tampa?
Clearwater.
Well, they all live in Tampa. I'm sure it's close, right?
Let's see here. 10 WWE superstars who are probably Scientologists.
Let's see. Let's give them.
Paul Orndorff. Interestingly enough.
Really?
Simon Dean.
I believe that.
CM Punk.
Definitely.
Definitely
believe
see that. We need to
Fucking
talk about
freak
him, by the
show.
way.
Oh, okay.
I think this is just their characters, though, that were probably Scientologists.
Ow.
So
This is stupid. Yeah, the Good Father? Come on, get out of here.
Well, then never mind.
So CM Punk
Punk's an atheist.
is on this season of the Real World Challenge, to where they do the competitions. They're doing pros versus champions of the real world. So they're taking actual athletes to go against people that have done this competition show for 20 years.
So why is Punk on it?
He's an athlete, MMA.
Why is he on it?
Well, that's my point. He's not an athlete, and
Wow.
he was getting picked on last night by one of the guys, saying you're a fake wrestler. You got your ass kicked in 30 seconds. Don't fuck with me, bro. So he's getting punked
Was it
out.
CT?
No, it was.
Damn it.
It was Bananas.
Yes! Fucking Bananas is the man.
I don't know Bananas.
CM Punk weighs 170 pounds. And this Bananas is a steroided out, 40-year-old that probably weighs 240.
What?
I mean, he's a bigger guy.
Oh, he doesn't weigh 240.
Oh, dude, I bet he's bigger than
What's
you
his
think.
real name,
Johnny,
goddamn?
but just type in Johnny Bananas.
Johnny Bananas.
It's gonna come up as fucking Entourage.
I remember him banging that blonde.
No,
They,
no,
they
no.
had this. Their season was in Florida, and they had the hurricane that year. Or the,
What
or
blonde?
the whatever.
Like,
you
stand
call it.
back. There's a hurricane coming through. That hurricane.
Shane Helms?
Sugar.
He's our age. He was born in '82.
Barely.
Key West.
Key West,
Exactly.
yes. What did they have that year? They had Tropical Storm the year he was on. Wasn't that blonde in his season?
Yeah, I can't even tell.
Wasn't
which
he on
one.
She ended
Thunder
up
in
getting
Paradise?
fake boobs. She was fucking nut job. What now?
Wasn't he on Thunder in Paradise?
Thunder in Paradise.
Mess with me is like a roll of the dice.
Svetlana, was that the blonde?
I thought Svetlana was the brunette. The blonde was very
Paula.
Paula. There we
Yeah,
go.
She was nutty. She has like the crazy eyes.
Then she got big fake boobs and actually won one of the years of the challenge.
That's Bananas right there. Let's see how big he was.
That shit is bananas too.
Talking about some real world CM Punk style.
Well,
You know,
yeah,
I've never watched an episode of CM Punk, Real World.
yeah. Well,
Was it good
In your life?
in my life?
Wow.
Never got into it.
You're our age, huh?
Yeah,
You sure?
pretty sure.
I didn't know this. HBO wins.
You're older.
HBO wins Johnny Bananas lawsuit bought by Real World alum. He
What do I
tried.
care
He
about
tried
those
suing
assholes?
the guys from Entourage for that.
Oh, for stealing the name?
Yeah, for that commercial. Or for the cartoon that Drama played.
Oh, the Socko
With
or
Dice Clay.
Yeah, what was that?
Johnny Bananas.
Oh yeah.
No, it's funny you say you've never seen an episode of The Real World. I have seen maybe one episode of Entourage.
That was pretty good.
I've heard.
You'd like it.
Oh, I know.
It's like Ballers. You ever see Ballers?
Nope.
Oh, it's like that.
Is it like Veep?
I don't know. Never seen it.
Because that's a great show.
That's what I hear.
I keep telling you.
I'm not a big fan of that Jewy Louis Dreyfus.
Jewy Louie?
Yeah, isn't their name?
Jeez,
Jewy Louis.
Pete.
Jewy.
You are on a roll
Julie,
today.
Jewy. What's
He's a big fan of Chewbacca.
Calm down there.
a simple mispronunciation? God.
God, take Breitbart off your screen.
How did you know that's what I'm
All right,
on?
let's get to let's wrap it up and let's get to the old school part. Let's get to the bread and butter of this baby.
When T.O. calls the shots, you say jump, we say how high.
Thank you.
Is the way it rolls around here.
Yes.
Are you good to go? Are you ready to get out of here, Big Easy?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Are we ready to roll on to the old
I was
school?
born already.
I'm just tired of him just getting racist cards thrown at him.
No,
here.
I understand.
It's not nice, man. Not nice.
I think everybody
Julia?
knows we're joking.
I hope.
I hope so, too.
Yeah, we're joking.
I joked around with my little brother about that a little bit on our podcast. He said some dumb shit about Jewish stuff, just the way Israel and how like the Rothschilds and the banking.
Right.
So I started giving him a lot of shit about. So then we started getting shit tons of emails about it. People like, I ain't gonna listen no more with that racist on there. We got a couple bad reviews on iTunes. I was able to talk people out of those reviews, thankfully. Like,
What?
yeah, they took it way too seriously. So I had to go on there and basically apologize for prodding people. And we put a moratorium on any Nazi topics just because it's just too many people were fucking out of nowhere pissed, like of jokes.
Jesus.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
People just like to be pissed off.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what worries me about. Never mind. Okay, let's get the F out of here. Let's go to the old school
get the-
edition.
The F out of here.
Big Easy, T.O.,
Peace.
Corey the Wrestling Snob. We're out of here. We'll see you for the old school edition of the ThreeHorsemenShow.com. Peace. ThreeHorsemenShow.com. Peace out.
Also, people don't say peace out. In fact, nobody really ever did.
They do now.
No?
Bitches. Bitch be tripping. They say that?
What is it?
I don't know. I was making it up.
What's that, 17th?
I believe so. So.
Shit. You know what we ought to do is record a 3-minute generic what happened in this week's wrestling and be like, one guy lost the title, one guy won a title. And just play that every week for part A. See if anybody notices. I think it would go over.
We're not live, are we?
No.